And have we ever felt like we need to do something before we move on into the post-game a little bit too much? Yeah, I kind of did that. So, this is still on the same day that I recorded all of those videos. The videos that you are currently getting through. And on the date that this is being released, we've already gotten through all of that, right? Well, here's the good news. We have now, finally, we stumbled in and got some discovery slip. We got enough to get what we needed. So we're gonna quit out of that. We're gonna head into the Discovery Slate area. I'm going to save before we go in. There's an enigmatic pedestal. Maybe I'm gonna use a slate on it. Would you like to use a Discovery Slate? I would indeed. The Discovery Slate fit perfectly. The pedestal started shining. What I am going to do is I'm going to show both of the legendaries that you can catch right here and now, and then I will cut ahead to us catching them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to. This is Regi Steel. Alright. So, of course, along with almost everything we do with legendary hunts, we hit the quick ball. Trying to hit us with Zap Cannon, that's not gonna work because we are an electric type. And Motor Drive is an excellent move. Thunder Wave, please. Excellently done, Voltadion. It's gonna use Heavy Slam. This should hurt kind of a bit. Not really. Alright, wonderful. Now we use the Wild Charges. Using Lock On, which I believe this thing has superpower, and I believe Earth Power. But anyway, getting into the Regis, I didn't talk about Regirock a bunch. Regirock, Registeel, Regice. Registeel is an interesting Pokemon. I'm going to be honest with you, pure Steel types never really are a great Pokemon, especially given its ability is not the greatest. However, I will concede that at least with Registeel, it has a advantage against the other two main Regis, because at least it can attack them super effectively with Steel type moves. Rock and Ice do not, but that is a-okay. We have options for that. But I'm going to flash ahead to us catching this wonderful Pokemon, so I will see you all in a minute. You're going to notice a drastic switch up here. I am changing team members out, putting Metallica in for a pretty specific purpose. Keep on using your heavy slams. Keep on using them. It's paralyzed. Wonderful. Also, one thing I should mention. A lot of people are going to be like, why did you use your Master Ball on the Cresselia and not the Regis? These battles are seen as easier. They're easier to handle because you have less to worry about. So this is always the play. It's always going to be the play. So we're going to throw an Ultra Ball at this thing. It's fine. But, yeah, these legendary battles, the ones against these Regis and the Regi Rock. Against Regi Rock, Regi Ice, any of the legendary Pokemon you can get in this area, and there are a lot. And in fact, I'm gonna talk about them really, really fast. Before that, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna talk about them really fast because we're not going to be catching all of them in this playthrough. I will be doing that kind of off screen, kind of not. I did so in Shining Pearl and when I played through Brilliant Diamond the first time. So there is that. What I want to mention is with Regi Rock, Regi Ice, and Regi Steel, the legendaries that you can get from this area, the Ramanas Park, it's obviously the Regis. Next up is the Kanto legendary birds, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. Like I said in an earlier video, those three are catchable in Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum in a different way. They are catchable differently. So, there is that side of it. It is like, oh, we can catch them differently in XYZ different ways. But yes. Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno are catchable in Pokemon Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum. In Shining Pearl, it is that those three, the legendary birds, are able to be encountered in Ramanas Park by doing what we are doing with doing the, like, go get mysterious shards, get the large one, get the small one, all that kind of stuff. Then, in place of them in Brilliant Diamond, it is Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. In place of them, it's a legendary piece, which is really cool, really fun. I don't think any of these legendaries are shiny locked, meaning you can catch them as a shiny. We're not going for that. That seems rather ridiculous. If I had the shiny charm, which would require me to catch all, I think 450 Pokemon that are available at this point in time in this generation, why is no Pokeball catching this thing yet? It's at negative health. But one thing I want to mention, Full Sail, is this is definitely to eat up more time. There is a reward at the end of it, at the end of Ramanas Park, after you catch everything that is worth your time, if you're a serious Pokemon player. Maybe I can get into it later. But again, I'm gonna flash forward till we catch this thing. I don't know when that's gonna be, so I'll be right back. No way! We got Regi stealing a Pokeball! Oh my god! There ain't no way. Alright, Edgy Steel, tempered by pressure under... Alright, I'm gonna finish our dialogue about different Pokemon that are available to catch in the Ramanas Park. So, as I said, we've got Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, and the legendary beasts of Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. After those, you've got the Soul Pokemon of Latios and Latias, Mewtwo, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza, along with the Regis. Ho-Oh in Brilliant Diamond, Lugia in Shining Pearl, and then at the very, very end, there is a reward for you for doing all of that catching a legendary Pokemon. But I will go over that later. I'm not going to talk about the legendary Pokemon outside of that. There's another Pokemon another thing you can do here outside of catching Pokemon. We're not going to talk about that. Instead, we're going to go into this thing that do the same thing that we did last time. Thunk it down. And we have a Regice right in front of us. But yeah, Ramanas Park. I can finally kind of talk about it since we are about to catch another legendary Pokemon. Ramanas Park is a very interesting location. I don't like it in the frame of, oh, you have to get these mysterious shards, but they aren't easy to come by. However, getting these legendaries is fun. It is just fun to be able to get these legendaries. However, I wish it wasn't the case. This is among some of the changes they made, and this is a cool change. This isn't a bad change at all. I don't mind this change. It's just weird to me that they went with this instead of certain other things. Also, that thing has Blizzard. Why? Why does that thing have Blizzard? Oh wow, that did a lot more damage than the, that did a lot more damage. Do we think Earthquake will not kill? I think Earthquake's not gonna kill it. I'm gonna say that. Okay. That's good enough for me. It landed the Blizzard, that's okay. Thank you, Voltarian, for your service. Use next Pokemon. Let's grab big old Metallica. And we're gonna chuck a ball at it. We'll throw out an Ultra Ball, just to see. Absolutely not. Perfect, thanks. Don't need to use Sword Stance for it. We're just gonna use False Swipe. It takes it down, lands a critical on it, and gets it to that negative health that we also love. This is why we use False Swipe. I can't believe I caught that Regi stealing a Pokeball. That's insane. The amount of times I've caught a Legendary in a Pokeball, very low. Like, not at all. Never. I've never done that before. That's crazy. That is crazy. My goodness. We're just trying a different ball just to eat up time. To get the timer ball some strength. 2, 3. Yes! There we go. Perfect. We now have caught every Regi in the game. Or at least the Regis that matter. Or the Regis that exist in this particular version of this game. We all know that Regi Alecki and Regi Draco exist, and we get this cool little side view, little panoramic view of all 3 statues together. So we have now caught all 3 Regis. We are gonna leave Ramanos Park. And we're probably never gonna return, because nothing ever happens outside of that past this point. Which is nice. Also, I didn't notice that. Doesn't that look like that painting? I'm not gonna say the painting out loud because I don't remember the name, but that painting that has the cool little blue swirls by Vincent van Gogh. Oh, yeah, it's a Vincent van Gogh painting, I believe. Doesn't that look familiar? Alright. Next up, we're going to Snow Point. We have a lot of different things. So, Snow Point City is a city that I did not fully go over on our first adventure here. There was something in the north that I avoided. We're gonna heal, and then I'm gonna go run to the Pokémart in Snow Point and buy some more. I'm gonna go to the League Pokémart really fast, because I want to buy more timer balls. You'll see why. But we are also low on them, so if I want to catch these legendaries, that's going to be the way I'm going to do it. May I help you? I'm here to buy. I would like to get some more timer balls, if you please. I'll buy like 20. That should do it. That should do us. Alright, now let's fly back to Snow Point. Thankfully, we got through all of that really fast. And I know I went over the legendary Pokemon super fast, but because it's such a side mode, it's a little bit harder to be like, oh, you can... Only the chosen may enter the Snow Point Temple. I'm sorry, but you have to leave. Oh, hello. It's okay. You can let that person in. Cynthia sent word to me. You're working on a Pokedex, aren't you? There should be many rare Pokemon in the temple. Enjoy your exploring. Do you notice something about that statue? About this temple? There's Regi logos on the temple. Perhaps I think we need to bring along some Pokemon with us. So I'm going to put some of our level 70s away. So we're gonna put the boss away. And I think I'm gonna put away... We need Voltari. Let's just be real. And then I'll put away Teddy, sure. Welcome to Snow Point Temple. Now, in fairness to you all, if you are playing Pearl or Diamond, you will not be able to access the thing that we are doing here. Because you do have to have an event, or be able to transfer over from Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, the Regis. Do I think that's possible? Maybe. Is it likely? Not entirely. The Regis, the Emerald, you have to have certain things to be able to do it. So, while yes, it could happen, it really isn't likely. Oh, oopsies. There we go. Aha! There we go. Figured it out. Yes, this area is extremely interesting. I find this Snow Point Temple to be extremely cool. And there's something more to it in Legends Arceus that is extremely cool if you're able to do it. But it's incredibly fun. Snow Point Temple is awesome. It really is. It's borderline incredible. Whoa, what is that thing? As soon as I figure out how to get to it. Nope. Oh, that worked. Aha! Alright. Now, you save one more time, and when the Regi's in your party, a statue of a Pokemon that seems to exude power, you read the engraved writing, a body of rock, a body of ice, a body of steel. When gather the 3 Pokemon, the king shall appear. Zoot zoot! Oh yes. The king of the Regis is Regigigas. One of the coolest Pokemon in existence. Too bad it has an ability that is so piss poor and uninspired as this. Also, I should have used the Quick Ball first. I did not. At level 70, it's a lot stronger than the Platinum version. In Platinum, for some stupid reason, it is level 1, making it probably the easiest legendary to catch in the entire game. Meaning you could use, like, some of the... It has Wide Guard? Why? We're not using spread moves, you dingus. And I'll be back, cause it... And we're back! I had to go and reset, cause I was not expecting the, you know, the death of a century. Was not expecting that. Let's see if I can get this thing, though. So of course, we do the tradition, we throw a quick ball. This is not gonna work, but you know, and it always helps to just break my sanity. But yeah, Regigigas, one of the hardest hitting Pokemon on the planet. By the way, One thing to mention about Regigigas, it's kind of funny. However, it kind of isn't at times. This poor thing is got the worst ability in all of Pokemon, but once it gets going, it can be downright spooky. We've lowered it down, and now we Thunder Wave. It avoided the... what? How do you avoid a Thunder Wave? Protects it from spread moves. We're not doing spread moves. We're just trying to paralyze it so I can try to catch it. Now we should be kind of terrified of this thing. Maybe I should have used the Master Ball on this instead of the Cresselia. Because I'll be honest, this is gonna suck if this thing, like, kills a lot of Pokemon. This thing is, a pain. Like, royally a pain. We are avoiding its Zen Headbutts, which is very, very nice, because this thing's nasty. I think the only Pokemon that I have in the party that can actually, like, withstand some of its blows is probably, Steel. Registeel. Also, if you want to take a little note of its, of what it's on, what it has on it. Obviously, it has the grass to recognize, like, moss. But if you look at the, some of its features, it has a red, blue, and gray thing on it, kind of symbolizing Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. It's kind of cool. I really love, Regigigas a lot. I think it's one of the coolest Pokemon in this game. It's just unfortunate that this thing is not the best Pokemon on the planet. It's also got a bad moveset here on this particular Regigigas. This thing would be threatening if I was actually scared. Having some bad luck with catching, but that's fine. Jesus. I'm trying not to have Scizor be the Pokemon that saved the day, but it's starting to look like I need to switch out. Come on! It's not that hard. Catch the Pokemon. Come on. It's paralyzed. It's in red health. Come on. Why is this making my life so difficult? That's okay. It landed a crit on that? Sure. Scizor. You know what time it is. We're just gonna... There we go. Now it's at negative health again. Heh! Much like it took time to catch it. To catch Regigigas. That's kind of a comical Pokeball to catch that thing in. There's an enduring legend that states that this Pokemon towed continents with its ropes. With ropes. Yeah, that thing is crazy. And now we've done it. That is something that has not been done. That I've not done in some of these older Pokemon, in the older Pokemon games. But yep, we caught the Regigigas. Pokemon on rock, ice, and steel that shape the land. So it is told. Indeed. It's a really cool thing that you can do that in this game. It's really hard to do in Platinum, in the modern games, because there's no, in Platinum, Pearl, Diamond, or Platinum, because, again, you have to have access to Emerald and stuff. So, that is something to talk about, right? But hey, that's just how the cookie crumbles, doesn't it? But yep, we have caught Regi Ice, Regi Steel, and Regi Rock. So that's cool. We have our Pokemon. And I believe that is the end of the episode. Next time on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, we will continue onward and make our way back to the resort area over here, to the resort area, and make our way back through and continue our adventures in the post-game area. So I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!